Hey EVC, this is Luke with Hot Wax and Cool Vinyl. Welcome back. Unless this is the first time you're viewing my channel, then welcome. Happy May 31st. Tomorrow is the first day of June, kicking off our summer with some record buying. Got some records to show and a CD to show as well. Hoping everyone is doing fine. Hoping the weather out by you is nice and summery or spring-like or warm or to your liking. Let's put it that way. So this week I got a couple of things to show. I want to start off by showing a CD. A band you've probably not heard of. It's called The Douglas Fir. This CD was from 2004. This is When This Wears Off. It's a three-member rock band. Jay Walsh, Patrick Cooley, and John Michael. Jay Walsh, guitar, piano, and lead vocals. Patrick Cooley, bass guitar, and John Michael is the drummer or percussionist. The bass player and one of the songwriters on this, Jay Walsh and Pat Cooley, are the predominant songwriters. Patrick's a friend of mine, and he's a hell of a musician, and I got this and their other album. There's another album that they released in 2016. But The Douglas Fir is the band. When This Wears Off is the CD. It's a nice rock CD, great listen. And if you get a chance to just kind of listen to it or pick it up, I think you'll enjoy it. If you like rock music, I think you'll like this. It's not metal or anything really heavy. It's just a nice, straight-ahead rock album that is really pleasant to listen to. So that's the first one, The Douglas Fir. Had a couple of records this week, and I'm going to show them now. We'll start with Milestones. This is the Stones. This is their compilation from 1971. This is a UK press on Decca. Nice dark blue label. This is the stereo pressing. Paper cover, but in very good shape. And it's actually a pleasant listen. It's really got pretty much all their standard fare up to that point. You have I Can't Get No Satisfaction, She's a Rainbow, Under My Thumb, I Just Want to Make Love to You, Yesterday's Papers, I Want to Be Your Man. That's side one. Side two, Time Is on My Side, Get Off My Cloud, Not Fade Away, which did a great cover of Not Fade Away, by the way. She Said Yeah, and The Stray Cat Blues. You know, the album is, the cover's nice. It was not something that was it was missing from my collection. Ran across it on eBay. They were selling, the person was selling this and another album, so I bought both of them. But again, UK import, nice listen. Add to my Stones collection. Continuing with my little bit of a fixation, recent fixation with half-speed remastered presses at a reasonable price. It's just, I can't overspend. I'm sure we're all in, unless you're blessed with a very deep wallet. I think we're all pretty much in a situation where we try not to overspend when possible. So I picked up Simon and Garfunkel, A Bridge Over Troubled Water, half-speed remastered. And again, it really, the sound quality of these albums is just, you know, it's everything that's cracked up to be. So if you get a chance and you kind of want to dip your toes into the half-speed remastered albums, this was 1982. I suggest Simon and Garfunkel. It's an inexpensive entry. And if you like Simon and Garfunkel, it's, you know, you can pick it up for under 25 bucks, generally speaking. And yes, I know that you can pick up a regular Bridge Over Troubled Water for like $3. I'm fully aware of that. But I really do think if you wanna explore a really nice, well laid out and very good sounding album, try one of these and try a half-speed remastered version of the Simon and Garfunkel. eBay, Discogs, all of them are very accessible in pricing. I mean, you know, we're talking seriously well under $28. I mean, you know, we're talking 13 with shipping on Discogs, so it's really not going to dent your budget, and you're going to just really, really love the sound quality. So, Bridge Over Troubled Water, Simon and Garfunkel, half-speed remastered. That also arrived this week. Also, this is still sealed. I haven't opened it yet, but here we have a nice sealed copy of 5x5 Japanese pressing from the Stones. This is a mono press. This is 1982 repress, and it's really just, you know, it came this week. This and Milestones, I bought it from the same seller on eBay. And I think I got a decent deal. I think I paid $20 plus shipping for both records, so I thought it was a pretty good deal, given that this was actually sealed. So I mean, I haven't broken it open yet. I'll probably do that, if not tonight, tomorrow, just to give it a listen. It only got here Friday, and I've been kind of backed up and a little busy with work and stuff. So you know, I haven't really opened it up yet. I'm really looking forward to it, but I was very, very, very psyched when I was able to get my hands on this. And then concluding, Taj Mahal's Mo Roots. Now, this album, as you can see, the cover is just not in the best of conditions. But I stopped being fussy because as I spoke to my good friend Steve Carlson mentioned weeks and weeks ago when I was complaining about getting a record with a lousy cover, he was like, "Luke, you can't play the covers." So he's absolutely right, and I had to stop being quite so snooty. So here I got Mo Roots from Taj Mahal. Let's see, you gotta hold the cover up like that, Steve, just so, like you said, you got to be able to see it too. But the record actually plays really well. It's a Columbia reissue. This was, I believe it was like a 1974, this copy of it. But it's really nice. It's a standard Columbia label. Nothing particularly fancy about the record other than the fact that it's a great sounding record. It's really bluesy. It sounds really like he was this, I mean, really, really got into it. I mean, it's a, you know, you could just sense how much he wanted to make this thing a true, complete, hard driving blues record. If that makes any sense to anybody. Let's put it this way: if you know Taj Mahal's a blues guitarist, but sometimes he kind of ventures a little less on the heavy blues side or in the deep blues side. This, on the other hand, is a very deep blues album with some great blues guitar riffs, as you can imagine, and just a really great record. And again, if you're not familiar with this album, this is another, you know, medium price on Discogs is like $3.85. So you can pick it up for under $10, and it's a great blues album to have in your collection. So Taj Mahal's Mo Roots came up. This came in this week too. I was able to buy it. I also bought a bunch of 45s. Just I don't know, maybe 100 of them or so. Nothing really of major consequence. You know, 45s. I don't know about you guys where you are, but here they're relatively easy to come by, and they're very inexpensive. So I just usually when I go and I see a bunch of 45s, I'll just make them an offer for all of them. I take them all, and knowing full well that I'm probably going to throw out 3/4 in a stack that I'm buying, and that's pretty much a general rule. I mean, it's either 3/4 or half the records get tossed because they're either broken, scratched, unplayable, or like the 10 Perry Como album, 10 Perry Como 45s. So I haven't gone through them all. If there's anything interesting, I'll show that next week. But I don't. Doesn't really appear to be anything really interesting, except for the one Ronettes 45, which I saw, and I want to just dig into it a little deeper. Any Phillies records from that era, I just kind of set aside because of the sound that he created. It was such a big sound compared to everything else that was being done at the time. And if you listen to a Phillies Records 45, especially like a Ronettes or anything like that, and then play it next to a 45 of that era, you can definitely hear the difference between the two. Not so much in sound quality, but in scale of music. There just seems to be a lot more going on in a Phil Spector 45 from that period of time. So for this week, that's it. Again, if you like my channel, please leave me a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. And feel free to subscribe. I always enjoy getting the subscribers. I do try to subscribe back. So that's it. Have a super week. Great start of June. Hopefully June is going to be better than May, like May was better than April with COVID. And, you know, man, I'm hoping baseball comes back. I mean, me and Bradley are like, I don't know why we're both desperate for baseball to come back. He's a Reds fan, I'm a Mets fan, so we really don't have a whole lot to look forward to. Wins-wise, anyway, but at least we got baseball, so that's something. So, anyway, have a great week, all. I'll see you next week. Cheers.